Chopper Charlie. This is a biker's tale, maybe based on a true story. A few details may have been embellished, borrowed, made up, or even stolen, with the possibility of some of it just out and out pure prefabrication and lies. I've known some rat bikers back in the day. Spook, Speed, Greasy Mike, Dunster, and old $1 Bill. You know, guys who lived on the road. You'd see them at all the big biker events. Unlike the new shiny chrome cruisers, you could find these guys' bikes in a crowded parking lot. They stuck out. I've seen rat bikes of all makes and models, but most were Harleys. Why? Well, you could get Harley parts anywhere on the planet. In the desert, the mountains, out west on an Indian reservation, and even on a Sunday. Some guy would know some guy who knew some guy who had Harley parts. I've noticed a trend in the last few years as some people are going for the rat biker look. I didn't think anyone could build a rat bike. Rat bikes just happen. Yet people take new bikes, they chop, spray, corrode, beat up the parts. Then they add all sorts of crap until they have something that looks as though it's been rode and abused for over 20 years. When the truth is, it just rolled off some dealer's showroom floor just a short while back. This trend's not just happening with the average biker like us. The Hollywood custom bike builders are now building brand new rat bikes. Just imagine that, will you? New bikes that have more rust on them than a 1920s manure spreader. Personally, I have to confess, I like rat bikes. I always have. I would never begrudge or criticize anyone's method of customizing their ride. But just like when the chopper fad hit several years back, you know, factory builders started selling assembly line choppers on showroom floors. Personally, I felt something about the true spirit of choppers was lost there. To me, rat bikes just happen, and they happen over time. They aren't made, they aren't planned, and they aren't built. Rat bikes are motorcycles that have just fallen apart, but have been kept on the road for next to nothing. Mostly with free parts or improvised parts. The rat bikers just file and grind the old parts to make them fit and work. I've seen things work on rat bikes that simply amazed me. Some of these guys are pure geniuses. Most of the things these guys do to repair their bikes should have never ever even worked. You can't hold a starter motor on with a C-clamp, I swear to it. But there they are. Riding down the damn road, tape, C-clamps, wires, tin cans, a hauling ass, and a smiling. If you don't have the dinero for a nice ride, just doctor up an old wild iron horse, using what some of the old bikers called the Frankenstein protocol. You know, bikes that are built and repaired with what one had on hand, or what one could beg, borrow, or sometimes just unbolt after dark, and run like hell with your newly acquired parts. Way back before anyone created the term rat bikes, guys were hauling ass down the highway on these wild-ass aberrations we now call rat bikes. Their bikes were held together by baling wire, duct tape, chain, C-clamp, tin can. Sometimes the tires were showing lots of cord and were in bad need of replacement. I've seen patches over the top of patches, sometimes duct tape over the patches. I'm here to tell you, y'all needed some big cojones to ride these damn contraptions down the road. The true essence of rat biking is keeping it on the road while spending as little as possible on repairs. No bullshit involved. Just do the minimum, keep them running, and ride, ride, ride. And let the bike wear its history, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Rat bikes are the ultimate evolution of motorcycling. Rat bikes and rat bikers, and that's just the way it is. No true rat biker would ever waste time cleaning, polishing, and washing his bike. Why add shiny parts to do absolutely nothing? The old rat bikers used to say, chrome won't get you home, but for the price you paid, chrome might get you laid, but chrome alone will not get you home. If you're a true old school biker, you'll embrace the pure essence of rat biking. The noise, the smell of oil, the grease, the rusty nuts and bolts, wire, tape, duct tape, old musty leather. Rat biking calls themselves to the adaptation of parts that sometimes aren't even remotely intended to work on that particular bike. The parts must be cut, welded, ground, sometimes taped, wired, or glued on. When someone has deliberately customized the bike into a rat, well, part of me feels this defies the codes and laws of the biker gods, violating the gradual growth into a real rat bike. This gradual evolution is the true character and originality of that rat bike's uniqueness. Everything on a rat bike has a story to tell, a history that took place somewhere in this country, a place, an event, a biker meet, somewhere, someplace, it has a story. It's a story about the biker and his life on the road. I think it's really cool that more and more people are actually starting to like the looks of the rat bikes. Some of the new rat bikers go to great lengths and expense to make their bikes have a certain look. But fads will come and fads will go. From time to time I see survival bikes at bike shows. What the hell are survival bikes, you ask? Well, they look very similar to a rat bike, but they're for a totally different purpose. Survival bikes are modified for style. Survival bikes may appear to be a rat bike, but they're not. They're influenced by the Mad Max film. Mad Max, oh yeah, now you remember old Mad Max. Real rat bikes just keep getting patched up. Rat biker guys sitting somewhere working on their bikes, patching and affixing, hankering to get back on the road and ride. Over the years, I've seen guys wiring and gluing all their worldly belongings to their bikes. Old coins, bottle caps, key rings, and even false teeth. Speed has his mama's gold teeth glued on his bike. Old Speed at least waited until after his mama died before he glued them on. Now, Old Speed is a true rat biker for sure. Speed is a biker's biker. A few years back, Speed was in an accident with a cager. For y'all non-bikers, that's an auto driver. It bent up his front fork, damaged the handlebars, and broke off his skid bars and foot peg. It broke his windshield, on which he had hundreds of old coins and tokens glued on. He had so many coins and tokens you couldn't even see through that windshield. The insurance adjuster took one look and wanted to give Old Speed a different bike to replace that old rat, or just give him a little bit of cash for his bike. He said, oh hell no, he made him fix up his old bike. And he made him re-glue all the old coins and tokens back on the new windshield. Rumor has it took the guy at the body shop almost a week to get all the old coins off the windshield and re-glued back in the same spot on the new one. But Old Speed was back on the road on his rat last time I saw him down in Charleston, South Carolina a couple years ago. An old rat biker's advice: when it won't fit, grind it. If you can't fix it with a ball-peen hammer and an adjustable wrench, hell, probably ain't fixable anyway. If it won't bolt on, tape it. If tape won't hold it, wire it. If wire won't work, use a C-clamp. If a C-clamp won't work, weld it. If welding don't hold it, you are screwed big time. If none of the above works, you're going to have to get yourself a damn job and go buy some Harley parts. May the wind be to your back, the sun shine softly on your face. Be safe, ride hard, and live long. Chopper Charlie.